In accordance with the Children's Online Privacy Protection Act, this video is not intended for children under the age of 13. Ramona Summer Wish, Blom Lucas, Ice Crawl, and Observer. Actually, let's switch Ice Crawl and Blom. Put Blom in the third slot there. And that is my team for today's mission of Darkest Dungeon. We're going to take on another champion level boss today. We're going to go for the Formless Flesh. Hilversum, I'm so sorry. I originally intended you to be point man for this mission. You very unexpectedly died last week. So Blom Lucas is going in because some characters still have a little bit too much stress for me to be ready to go and attempt the Crimson Court again. So I got my trinkets ready. Let's go. I'm going to bring a bunch of food. That is probably enough food. Shovels, torches, and I do want anti-venoms this time around. Should I bother with blood? None of you have the Crimson Curse yet. So I'm hoping if any of you get them, it'll be from Crimson Curse enemies who will also drop some blood. So I'm not going to bring the blood with me. I'm going to take that gamble at the very least. So yeah, I think we should be good.
The spasmodically squirming, braying, and snorting half-corpses were heaped each upon the other until at last I was rid of them. The warrens had become a landfill of snout and hoof, gristle and bone, a mountainous, twitching mass of misshapen flesh fusing itself together in the darkness.
Yeah, so if the Swine King is the pig leading all of the pigs down here, the flesh enemies is like the very magic that makes them possible gone awry.
The thing is more terrible than I can describe. An incoherent jumble of organ, sinew, and bone.
Speaking of incoherent, I have no idea where in this very symmetrical maze this thing would be. My only hope is that with the scouting whistle, Blom might be able to smell ahead. Blom, do we have a name for your dog? I don't remember. Don't remember if we do. We've had Demon Radicate had Joey, and Hilversum had Jill, and Ryu had Link. But I don't remember if Blom Lucas had a name for their dog. I would hope that their last name is also Lucas, but I don't know. The only person I wasn't super sure about for this mission was Ramona. I decided on Ramona for a little bit extra healing, because for once I wanted to send not a Vestal. So I decided Observer would be the main healer, and Ramona would also be able to do some healing. So we got a stone used for ancient and barbaric rituals. I never really learned what I'm supposed to do with this. But hey, we got rid of your Zoophobia, if I'm going to pronounce it correctly. I hate when people say zoology, because it's incorrect. Okay, so that gives me some answers. That narrows down to about half of this dungeon, which is cool. Okay, and Blom's gonna mess with that right away. But cool, I can actually use all of that. And I have a lot of food here, which is good. I'll be able to feed them food to take care of really quick damage. So the problem with last week wasn't that I wasn't paying attention, and it wasn't that I extended too far, I don't think, because right before I got into that fight, everybody was doing pretty well. It's just suddenly everybody decided to target Hilversum in a row, and he went from having most of his health to having no health and then failing his death's door roll. It was very unfortunate. and it was very just straight up bad luck. Okay, you have a high stun resist, so maybe it would be better to just try and do damage. Alright, so this would do probably a kill, probably a kill. Hound's Harry would not kill either of them, so I'm going to try and present the diseases first. Nice. Ice Crawl's become one of my favorite units, actually. Not that I play favorites. You're all my favorites, guys, but... Wow, yeah. Ice Crawl, you do great work. So I do have a group... Between Ice Crawl and Blom, I have a lot of bleed, which is very useful against the flesh enemy. I especially like Houndmasters for fighting the flesh enemy. That's the real crux here. Okay, and you're gonna move back with that? Oh, no. Okay, I thought you were gonna jump backward. And you didn't. You surprised me. So that gives us 6 points of bleed per turn. But I'm gonna stay ahead of my heals here. Good, okay, that's all the bleed we need. So I could do a little bit more healing.
The slow death, unforeseen.
Alright, great.
Unforgiving.
And already we have more stuff than we need to carry. So I'm actually gonna throw out some of the food that I don't really need. For these crests, I will leave the cursed incense because it's a kind of item I keep finding that I don't really need. And let's take a look what is in the chest. More antivenoms. Alright, so any blight that I get, I'm going to take care of very quick. Let's check this room over here. And like last time, if we defeat the boss and we're still in good shape... Oh, now Blom got Zoophobia. We cured it from a Verver, and then Blom learned it. I would think Blom would have an advantage not being afraid of animals, but... You know, because he works with animals. Then again, I would expect an Arbalist also to, like, be used to being around animals.
A dizzying blow to body.
I'm probably a little bit more afraid of animals than I would like to be. Like, I really like animals, too, and it's not like I can't even look at them or anything like that. But I always... Like, when I was a kid, I used to want to do something with animals, but I didn't have a lot of experience around them, and when I got a little bit older, I found that I didn't... That I was very nervous touching. Most of them, like picking up lizards and stuff like that, and snakes, it's, like, entirely involuntary. But it's... Yeah, like, I wish I wasn't afraid to handle, like, birds and reptiles and stuff like that. Because it would really be cool to be like... I don't know about a veterinarian, because then I would be around sick animals all the time, and that would make me sad. But... I don't know, like... Just some... Any kind of handler or tamer.
As the fiend falls,
maybe, like, work at a zoo. Hopefully a zoo that's, like, minimum cruelty. Only some zoos are really cruel. A lot of them are actually good because they're great places for us to do research and actually are shelters for animals that wouldn't be able to survive in the wild anyway. For example, the aquarium at Niagara Falls has 5 sea lions, and all of them were... All the sea lions they have are rescues, were found injured and brought in because they would have just died in the wild. So those kinds of zoos are especially great, or some animals, you know, get born in captivity.
gently. This is how a life is taken.
Let's drop the onyxes. Take all that gold, we'll leave the citrines. And maybe soon we'll drop more torches. But we'll see. We don't know what's in this room here. Okay, more enemies. Okay, I don't like these Skyvers. The large flesh eater is very large and very flesh-eaty, but he's not the one that really scares me. It is the swine Skyver. They can do a lot of damage very fast. So I'm probably going to use one of my dog treats here. Stay away from my Houndmasters. Gosh darn you. That's like a 50-50 chance to stun. But no, I'll take a heal instead. And we will fire. And I will actually use one of my dog treats. Can we get a bleed? Yes. Alright, don't have to worry about the Skyver anymore. So let's instead... You have a pretty high bleed resist, so rather than trying to bleed you out right away, I'm going to take that heavy kickback damage. Alright, and now I feel a lot better about what I'm doing. Okay, I could actually leave you for 2 turns and you would die. Or if that would have hit, that would have been perfect. So, yeah, still recovering a little bit from being sick the past weekend. It was very not fun, but we're getting through it. Really at this point, it's just my energy is still kind of low, and, you know, sometimes talking a lot, I have to sneak out a cough. That's like most of the editing process for these videos is me editing out either when I cough or when I do certain vocal tics that I don't like, that I think just don't sound good. Like if I click my teeth a certain way. That's not a good word for it, but if you heard it, you'd know what I mean, except that I think I usually edit out almost every single instance of me doing it. So maybe you wouldn't know what I mean. Okay, that's a lot of damage you're taking there, so... That should take care of you. So, for the rest of it, we could do healings.
A death by inches.
And we'll heal Ramona up a little bit more. Alright, not so bad.
There's no intrinsic merit, unless inordinate exsanguination be considered a virtue.
Nobody considers inordinate insanguination a virtue, old man. Stop being weird. Okay, great insight into the Warrens. Got Warrens Explorer, cool. But we still don't know which of these 3 rooms the boss is in. It's not in this one in the middle. So, since we don't know, I say let's camp here.
A spark without kindling is a goal without hope.
Okay, we want to prevent nighttime ambushes. This will lower stress. This will also give us less surprise chances, which I think sounds a little bit better right now, actually. So we'll do the Hound's Watch. And then besides that, I'll try and buff everybody a little bit. So we got Unparalleled Finesse, we've got... Oh, man, these are all stress-based. I mean, Stand Tall is great if I had a Mortality debuff, but I don't. So, how about I also... Yeah, how about if I also do a little bit more healing there, and then, even though you don't need it, I'll lower that little bit of stress that Ice Scrawl has, and then we can rest.
In Radiance,
Good.
May we find victory.
Yeah, I wouldn't mind getting... Oh. Didn't notice that there. I wouldn't mind getting a lot more money to take home with me, because I'd like to spend more money on curing negative quirks. Here we are.
Squirming, contorting, and ever expanding. This horror must be unmade.
Okay, so I don't like that you got the first turn here, but I do like that two of you are in this sanguine form, because they're a lot easier to damage. So we're going to open a vein right here where all the veins are. I do like this nice big health bar. It's very satisfying to watch this health bar go down. Okay, and we got a crit right away. That's great. That's great, thank you for that. Alright, dog treat, hound's Harry, and let's get some bleeds there. Yes, bleeds on all the pieces. Good. And I'm actually going to use a heal rather than trying to do damage right now. In fact, maybe I should do that twice. Should I? Should I not? How much damage would I do? 9 to 17. That crit is appreciable, though. Okay, didn't get the crit. Kind of wish I healed a Verver instead. But oh well. Yeah, so now you're these spines, which have really good protect. The trick, if you're not using a good, like, Houndmaster strategy, is to try and target as many moves into these Fruit Loop parts of the body as you can. But if you can cause bleed, then that's what you should do. But yeah, these are the parts that have 0% protection. All the other kinds of forms they have some kind of protection. So here would be another 9 to 17 damage plus possibility of crit. But especially since you got that dodge debuff, I decided to do a heal instead. It was only 5 points of heal, though. So I don't know if that's worth missing out on, like, around 15 damage with a 24 potential for crit. Alright, and now the heart is in the front, so I probably will do a basic attack with Ramona unless a Verver's really beat up, which he is. So the other problem is the more pieces turn into the heart, the more they get to heal. Up, that's Death's Door of Verver, okay. Let me just look at their speeds real quick here. So Ramona with a speed of 3 probably isn't going to outrun... Oh! A Verver's got a speed of 0. So maybe Ramona will outrun them, in which case they need to heal then before a Verver has a chance to die from this blight. This could be the end of a Verver. I'm finding it harder and harder. Oh! I'm finding it very hard to beat flesh bosses now without losing people. They do a lot of damage very fast. Same thing happened when I did the intermediate version of this boss. Because they just get a lot of actions. That being a miss sucks. That sucks. Man. A Verver. I guess I'll try and keep my bleed up. You have 21 points of bleed per turn on the front here. So I expect you to actually... Oh, wow, no. That was a bad time to miss. That was a very bad time to miss. Unfortunate. I mean, a Man-at-Arms would probably be good in this fight to use Bolster. Or an Antiquarian to buff everybody's dodge. Man, I lost my main healer. Ramona, I need your backup healing. Now they're spreading their attacks around a little bit. They're not all focusing one point. 11, 14, 17, 23. So you should die within a few turns now. Let's see if we can speed that up, though. Okay, please don't. No, not Ice Girl, no. Ice Girl, dodge it. Okay. Didn't dodge it, but holding firm. Don't attack Ice Girl. Okay, that's bad, but we got it.
Test in death as it was in life.
And stay dead, you piece of crap.
Success so clearly in view. Or is it merely a trick of the light?
Yeah, that was not great. Is it worth even walking around to get any more treasure? I don't know. Not with this group. We're too beat up and we're down one man. Let's just head out. He observed all that he could observe. But we got the Flesh's Heart. And though Observer is gone, his heart will go on, and so will that gross flesh. Ah, boy. They don't mess around. Okay, Ramona gets an Infirm, which replaced Unquieted Mind. That's not good. Infirm. I don't like the idea of you getting healed at a slower rate. And you got bad humors. We can treat that at the sanitarium. Ruins Adventurer instead of Fairweather Fighter. Kind of liked Fairweather Fighter. And Blom Lucas got Last Gasp instead of Daredevil. Sure.
A fever of willful determination sweeps through the barracks.
Okay, we got Valiant Spirit. They were a fearsome lot, gritted teeth, distant stares, and between them an unbreakable bond of fellowship. Plus 15% virtue chance on the next quest. I think that's a sign that next week we should try to take out the Countess. I think my entire team is ready for it. Cthulhu Chan's moving sluggishly, that's okay, you can rest a little bit longer. Yeah, that's the plan. So where does that leave us as far as Arbalists? Do we have any Arbalists left? No, I think Observer was our last one. We lost Victor, we lost Jalari, and we lost Observer. But I see some other bright-eyed young adventurers here. I think I want both of you. So first we're going to take this occultist.
To fight the abyss, one must know it.
And where are our names for occultists? Here they are. So you are going to be... It's kind of close with the word fan in there. You are going to be Phantom Thief Fan, which does not fit. It'll fit if I do it without spaces. Also, I want to do the caps right. Phantom Thief Fan. You're a Warren's Adventurer, Weld Adventurer, Hot to Trot, got the Yips, Egomania, and Calm. Okay, level 3 occultists. Because I've been low on occultists. And, yeah, I think I will take another grave robber. Thank you very much.
To those with a keen eye, gold gleams like a dagger's point.
Yeah, grave robber wasn't really something that I needed, but I will take it. Looking for names, sorry. The next person I have on the list for grave robbers, I actually had... You may remember him. You may even love him. It's Nameless Nick. How you doing, buddy? Yeah, way back when I started this Let's Play, you said that you would, you would like to join the group if I needed anybody else. I had other people willing to be grave robbers, but now the time has come for me to call on you. So we'll see what use we can put you into. You can hang out with a green scorpion. Pat also, is on the docket, actually, and he's yet to show up because he's a class that I haven't had many members of yet. Alright, well, this is a very nice, hopeful, halo that we have here, which gives me hope for another mission in the courtyard. Join me there next week, guys. This is Comic Foil, signing out. Rest in peace, Observer.